What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Jake Podger. I'm here with Nickel City Mafia, joined by my good friend Ian Leakey, who is going to be helping me out today as we go on a quest to get the lowest possible rarity score on this beautiful game called Immaculate Grid, presented by Pro Football Reference, one of our very favorite websites. So we decided to start with the very first grid number one. And I don't know how many people out there have played this game before, but the whole concept is to obviously you want to get the lowest possible rarity score, but also you want to name players that both played for instance, in this case, the Eagles and the 49ers. So the easy choice here would obviously be a name like Brian Westbrook, right, Ian, or Terrell Owens.
Yep.
We're not going to name guys like that. We want to get a lowest percentage hit. So a name that's applicable, but a guy that might not come to mind first for a lot of people. So that's the goal in this series. And I'm fired up to do it. So, Ian, what do you think? You want to get started here?
So one of the things that I suggested that we try is we put up like 10 seconds, right? And
Yeah.
you and I, in silence, try to come up with just one that we think is
Perfect.
super rare. And then we see what the first thing that comes to mind for both of us. Okay? So I'm just going to put up a quick 10. All right? I'm going to look at this grid and I'm going to come up with it. I'm going to just count down. Ready? 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3. I got one. I got a pretty good one.
Okay.
What do you have one?
I'm going to go with...
Don't tell me the name, though. Just tell me which one it is. Like, which one of the things.
Oh, I was just going to start with the Eagles and 49ers.
Okay, I was just looking at the whole grid. So the first one that came to mind for me was 49ers Chiefs.
I love it. Who do you got?
A.J. Jenkins.
Ooh, that's a good name. I was going to say Jonathan Baldwin for that one, but perfect.
Yep.
They swapped. Now the real question is, which one do we go with? Who's a lower hit count?
I think it's A.J. Jenkins. That's why I said it. But
let's
I don't know. I could be wrong.
A.J. Jenkins, 0.4%. Beautiful. So we're looking to get under 1% for each of these. Like I said, this is the quest to get the lowest rarity score on here. So
I think we start with single digits, and if we can get under 1% for all of them, I mean, the thing is like the 1,000 receiving yards. Some teams only have like 5 receivers, like the Texans. So like we can pick the lowest guy, but it's probably only going to get 5%. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So like some of them, there's limited options.
Sure. Yeah.
So who do you think?
I got one for the Falcons 1,000-yard receivers.
Okay.
Bert Emanuel.
Ooh. Did he get 1,000?
Yeah, he 94, 95, I want to say it was.
That has got to be the last person.
Definitely mid-90s. Yeah, he was there for a while. What do you think? I mean, we could go Terrence Mathis too.
Yeah, I would have gone Terrence Mathis. But no, yeah,
I always remember that football card that we had of Terrence Mathis with his number printed reversed, like backwards. Yeah,
I have that in my closet right over here, actually, because all my football cards are in that closet.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah, do Bert.
What should we do? Bert?
Absolutely. Right. I don't think I've ever seen his name on here.
And by the way, so for these specific ones, look at that. 0.1. 0.1%, baby. Let's go. For these specific ones, like if it's a 1,000-yard receiving season, you can't like say for instance, if we want to do, like,
like Peerless Price,
Tony Gonzalez, right?
Yeah,
or Peerless Price. That's a good example too. Peerless Price never had 1,000 yards receiving as an Atlanta Falcon. He did as a Buffalo Bill.
Right.
So his name would not count for this one in particular.
Or like Julio.
But now, right.
Or no, I'm sorry.
Well,
Julio would count. Right. But yeah, Tony is another one.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Well, off to a great start. I think we're at 0.5% between these two names. Let's keep it rolling. Who do you got next? What are we doing next year?
So I'm looking at Eagles 1,000-yard receiving, and I know Harold Carmichael, but
I don't think he ever registered 1,000.
Yeah, see, I wasn't sure either. But you know who I think is going to be low on this is Zach Ertz, because I don't think people know that he got a
Ooh,
thousand
yeah.
yards.
Good name.
Um, Other than that, in terms of rarity, I'm not sure.
I was going to say Kevin Curtis, White Lightning.
Oh yeah, Kevin Curtis will probably be up there.
That'd be a
But
good name.
weirdly enough, I've used Kevin Curtis a couple times in some of these grids. I've done a few of these grids.
Okay.
People do know him.
All
I
right.
will say. I will say. But I think that's a good guess, Kevin Curtis.
You think we should do it?
Yeah, I think we should do that.
All right, Kevin Curtis. Let's
I
ride.
like to knock out the 1,000-yard ones first. They're like more fun for me to
Oh yeah,
determine.
it kind of gets you brainstorming a little bit. And now people probably are going to think that we're psychopath. Point four, love it. People are going to think that we're psychopaths, but this is just what we do, guys. This is how we grew up. Ian and I really fell in love with the sport back in 2003-ish, around there.
Yeah.
Started playing Madden 03, then Madden 04, then ESPN NFL 2K5, the greatest NFL video game ever created.
I was playing that yesterday.
We still play it to this day. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's beautiful.
So
all right,
people know Kevin Curtis was a receiver from like the early 2000s till about 2010 or so. He played for the Rams, the Lions, I think at one point, and then the Eagles. And yeah, it kind of came out of nowhere and got 1,000 yards randomly, and then that was it. Never played for him. I think he played for him like 1 year.
Utah State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it.
He was good. They called him White Lightning. He was there for a couple of seasons, I believe.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who do we got next?
Chiefs 1,000 yards. I was thinking Derek Alexander.
Good name. Good name. You could, I was thinking maybe like Eddie Kennison, but I like Derek Alexander better.
Did he have 1,000 with the Chiefs, Eddie?
Oh yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Eddie did. Yeah. Actually, he registered his first 1,000-yard season as a Chief. Back in 2004. Yeah, 2004 it was. I like Derek Alexander. Him and Elvis Gerbach. Yeah.
1 year in receiving yards. Although I don't know if he was on
99
that year. No, it was in the 2000s.
Okay. Wow.
It was in the 2000s.
It was him and Elvis Gerbach, I remember.
Yeah.
Elvis Gerbach was a Pro Bowl quarterback for the Chiefs.
I use him a lot in these grids, actually.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Derek Alexander.
First one.
Is this one.
Yep.
0.2. Let's go. Dude, we're under 1% for all these. This is a great start. An incredible start. Wow. Okay. So, I mean, we're doing great.
49ers, Eagles, I feel like you're right. There's a lot. Like there's Terrell Owens.
There's a lot of names. There's a lot of
Westbrook.
names. Yeah.
I want to try to think of somebody other than those two. And so I've been sitting here trying to figure it out.
I mean, David Akers is a name, but no, that's way too popular. Jeff Garcia.
Another one. There's got to be a lineman that I'm thinking of that. Did Brandon Whiting play for the Eagles? Do you know?
Or
did he play for the Falcons? I know
Michael Lewis.
49ers.
Michael Lewis, the safety. Did he play for the Niners too? He was a Pro Bowler with the Eagles in 2004.
There is a corner, though. You're right. There is a corner that played for both. There's like a defensive back that played.
Lito Shepard? Did Lito Shepard? No.
I don't think he played for the 49ers, no. I know what you're talking about, though. There is a corner of some kind. It's not Ronnie Hurd. That played for both. But did Brandon Whiting play for the Falcons? Because I know he played for the 49ers.
The 49ers, yeah. You might be right on the Falcons.
I don't know why I'm thinking
I can't remember. I can't remember.
Just looking around at some of these other ones, like, Chiefs, Vikings is like Jared Allen. But it's just too
Actually, I just got a great name now for the Falcons 49ers.
What's
Todd
that?
Peterson.
Yeah, Todd Peterson.
The kicker.
Yep, yeah. Absolutely.
Could do that.
Because you could do Gary Anderson for the Vikings and the Falcons as well. I
True.
believe.
Yeah, you could.
So there are some kickers. Although, wait, can you also do Morton?
You could do Morton too.
Yeah. He played for the Vikings. I like you got to throw. I think you have to throw Todd Peterson right now.
We got to get a kicker in the mix. Got to get a kicker in the mix.
That's another like little handicap that I try to do for myself is try to not pick.
That's the lowest one yet, dude.
That really
Let's go.
I try to handicap myself by trying like no quarterbacks, right? Or like
no
like
Josh McCown.
No Josh McCown. Try to get like at least 3 defensive players, because usually
Yeah.
defensive players are the hardest ones to come up with. Like I usually get receivers first,
Hmm.
like when
We got
I
a lot of
play,
receivers, all
but like
receivers except for
defensive
Todd
players are
Peterson.
hard.
Yeah. That's why I'm
Uh,
thinking Michael Lewis. I can't remember though if he. I swore he played for the Niners,
so what we should
but
do is
I'm
we
scared
should,
about that.
if you think it might be a possibility, let's come back to it, and then at the very end we'll
Yeah.
put it in, and we'll
Right.
know if we got it. So
Yeah, and again too, that so you get 9 guesses for 9 total choices. So
right.
if you don't hit all 9, like you got to be certain that they played for him because you only have 9 guesses. So
Yeah.
yeah, here we
And I'd
are. I
rather
mean, I
take
love
the
this.
risk on like a guy that we think might do it than just go generic, right? And, like,
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
we could put Brian Westbrook in there, but like,
Yeah,
why don't we
it's
just
too
like
easy.
take the risks, just have
Yeah,
fun
what
with
are we
it?
doing?
Yeah,
Yeah, Jeff Garcia, that's easy. David Akers, come on,
way too easy.
let's be real.
um,
Jermaine Mayberry? No, no, he played with
I
the
know,
Browns.
or him or Hank. I don't think Hank Fraley played for the 49ers though, or did he?
No, no, I don't believe so. Yeah,
Um, you know who else I was thinking of was what's that one?
dude, Chiefs and Vikings would have been good for Derek Alexander too. Son of a gun.
Yeah, who was that guy
Michael Bennett. We could do
that
Michael
got
Bennett for
drafted?
that.
Oh yeah, we could. Or no, I don't think Michael Bennett actually registered a game with the Chiefs.
I thought he did.
I don't
I
think
think
he
he
had
did.
stats for him.
Oh, really?
I don't
That's
think
another
so.
thing too. You got to be wary of because if they don't register or if they weren't at least active for a game,
Right.
like they could have been maybe on the practice squad, but if they were only on the practice squad, it will not count on this. They had to have been an active player on the roster
I don't
for
know
that
if it
team as well.
I don't know if it tells you. I don't know if they have to register a stat or they just have to have been active at one
I
point.
think just
I'm
have
not
to have
sure.
been active.
I think they
Yeah.
just have to have been active because Doug Peterson's popped up a couple times, and there are teams that he did not register any stats for, but he was
Mhm.
active for the game, or he was like the backup, so
Right.
it was good. Um,
Yeah.
Another guy I'm thinking of, Jake, is for the 49ers Eagles. Who was the 49ers player? He was a lineman that got drafted by the 49ers. This would have been like 2010, 2012, and I think he was like a Samoan dude. Played guard. Do you know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
well, Isaac
Not
Sopoaga
not
did
Isaac. This
not.
would have
He
been
only played for the
later
Cowboys.
on.
Isaac Samala.
Nope. Nope. This would have been like 2010,
Um,
2012. He retired early, I want to say, but I think he played for the Eagles. He might have been Hawaiian.
let me think here. Man.
He was like a first rounder or second rounder. He's very
Yeah.
early, and he was drafted
Yeah.
by the 49ers.
Ooh.
Do you know who I'm talking about, or like does that ring a bell to you at all? I think he was a guard. I'm almost certain he was a guard. I don't think he played tackle.
I think I know what you're talking about too. Son of a gun.
He's either
It's
like
escaping
Samoan
me.
or he's Polynesian or something,
Yeah, yeah.
because he had a Polynesian name. And I think he played for the Eagles at one point, and I can't remember his name for the life of me, but he was a first round pick, I want
Yeah.
to say.
Ugh. See,
Well,
and then there's some names where it's like we should know this off the top of our heads, but we don't.
it's hard. It gets really
Yeah.
difficult when you get into the weeds like this, man.
I'm telling you,
Um,
I swear, Michael Lewis. I don't know why. I just the
well,
safety though, not the receiver, not the beer truck, Michael Lewis. We're talking safety, Michael Lewis.
let's try it at the end.
Oh,
At the
yeah,
end,
at
we'll
the end.
try it at the end.
The end.
All right, so let's look at
Did
some
Al
others.
Harris play with? Did Al Harris play with the Niners?
Al Harris.
Yeah, he was with the Eagles, and then he went to the Packers. Did he finish his career with the Niners, or did he start with the Niners or something? No, maybe not. No, he
That
started with
doesn't
the
sound
Eagles.
familiar.
Yeah, no, that's wrong.
So I got a good one actually for you. Vikings Eagles. Greg Lewis,
Oh, beautiful
the
name.
receiver.
Greg Lewis, famous for the catch in the end zone. Brett Favre threw it up to him.
Yep.
And Greg Lewis actually is the receivers coach. Is he the receivers coach for the Chiefs right now?
He is.
Yeah, I was
He
going to
is.
say. And then Todd Pinkston's the running backs coach.
Yeah, they showed that as
Nice.
a mapping thing.
Good pick. A lot of receivers, but receivers are easy to remember. There's so many, too.
There's so many.
Dozen.
It's like the
Yeah.
most populated position in the league.
Yeah.
That's
right?
specific, I should say, because obviously there's more linemen, but like, what do we think? Any other so at this point, I'm thinking about just Vikings players now. Because we have two. So I'm trying
I
to think
think
of
Michael
just
Bennett. I feel pretty confident with that one.
You think he
Michael Bennett.
registered stats for
Yeah,
the Chiefs? If
I'm
you
pretty
think
sure
he
he
did,
did.
I'm gonna trust. I trust you more than I trust myself with this stuff. So this would have been a 1 to 10,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you got to remember Michael Bennett, the defensive end. Oh yeah, let's go.
Oh, very
All
nice.
right, our first running back.
Awesome.
There we go. All right, now we got Falcons and Vikings, or Eagles and Niners. Oof. I'm trying to think of linebackers too.
Yeah, I was thinking about that as well. Chris Claiborne didn't play for the
No,
the Falcons, I should say.
the Falcons. No.
Um,
Tight
although
ends.
I don't know, that wouldn't work.
I mean, the Anderson kickers for sure. I mean, you could use one of those.
Yeah, that's
Morton for
definitely an option.
sure.
It's definitely
But
an option.
that's I feel like that's going to be even a 5% pick if we pick Morton Anderson.
Right.
You know?
What about Jarris Norwood?
He didn't play for the Vikings, but he had a couple decent seasons with the Falcons. Quarterbacks. What about quarterbacks? Any guys? Man, this is tricky. This is really tricky.
Espen is
I know. I'm trying to think of
Michael Vick and Matt Schaub, and then I think
yeah.
The Vikings have Sean Hill, Gus Frerotte. He didn't play for them, and then Dante.
Yeah,
on Espen at least.
Doug
DJ
Johnson.
Shockley.
DJ Shockley.
There's the name.
Yeah, man. Chris Redmond, no.
Yeah, no, he didn't play for them.
Vikings quarterbacks, Vikings guys too, like running backs.
I'm trying to think of Matt Ryan's backups. Who were Matt Ryan's backups when he played? His whole career. Who backed him up? He never missed a game. It was nuts.
Matt Ryan he really didn't. Yeah.
One of the most stable starters in the league for a long time.
Yeah.
And then you think about the Vikings, I'm thinking it's DeVers Jackson, Christian Ponder, Sam Bradford for half a second. Joe Webb was there. Josh Freeman was there for one game.
Josh Freeman, yeah.
And then Kirky took over.
Right.
So
safeties, Case Keenum. Man. Why am I struggling here? I mean, there's a name.
Corey Hall?
Corey Hall, the safety?
Or
no,
Aaron
I don't
Beasley.
think so.
Aaron Beasley would have been good for the San Francisco
Niners and Falcons.
Yes.
Shoot.
I mean, we're not going to get
Alan Rossum.
Todd Peterson.
0.03 is pretty darn good.
That's the best one. Oh shit. All right. Well,
man.
Vikings, Falcons.
ND Kalu? No. He played with the Eagles, but not the Niners. I don't know why I shouldn't be thinking about that right now. Punters. Any punters? Think of the punter. Play with the Bills too. Punter for the Falcons on Espen.
Play for the Bills?
Yeah, play with the Bills and the Falcons. I don't think he ever played with the Vikings, though. So,
wow, I don't know who that is.
Trying to blank on his name, but he doesn't count for this anyway. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, Jay Feely didn't play for the Vikings, right?
No. Man. Yeah, these are tricky. These are definitely tricky. Again, guys, I mean, obviously, Cordero Patterson is probably the top answer.
Yeah, it's probably the top.
But we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Did Jake Reed play for the Vikings? I know he played for the Falcons.
He played Jake Reed?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No. Okay.
I don't think he played for the Falcons. He did play for the Vikings.
Oh, he did play for the Vikings. Yeah, I'm sorry. He played for the Vikings. I don't know if he played for the Falcons. That's what I meant.
Yeah. Tight ends.
Man. Algie. Who was after Algae?
Michael. Did Humanawui? No, he didn't play for either of them. Well, he played for the Falcons, but man.
Jim Kleinsanser, Jermaine Tooman are coming to mind. Kelly Campbell. I don't think he played for the Falcons.
He played with right. Man. These are tough. These are really
I mean, we
tough.
might just have to go like Gary Anderson for this.
Yeah, I hate that. I really do. Did Gary play for the Falcons? I know for a fact Morton did. I don't remember if Gary did. Gary was with the Oilers, the Vikings, the Bills, I think, for a second.
I mean, I
Morton,
thought he
Morton
maybe,
for sure.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe I'm wrong.
Dontarius Thomas? That's a name. Play with the Philadelphia Soul. I know that.
That okay, so I don't recognize that name.
He's a rookie on Espen. He's a linebacker, Dontarius Thomas.
Who does he play for on Espen?
The Vikings. But I can't remember if he went to Atlanta. Wow. Yeah. Well, damn. Are we gonna have to go Morton Anderson here?
Yeah, I think we have to.
Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much.
I mean, it might still be under 10%. It might be. Yeah,
8. Ugh.
It's not bad.
Gross.
And
I don't love it.
Do you want to try out Michael Lewis? Just see if it's.
I think we do it.
All right. Michael Lewis.
Because the receiver played from.
I think he played from 01 to 07.
2002 to 2010 sounds right.
Oh my God.
Let's go, baby.
That's the lowest score I've ever seen in my life.
10.
Wait, so now
all right.
Hit the X. Hit the X.
Okay.
On the no.
Oh, up here?
Yeah.
Oh, post on X, yeah.
Point
1.
All right.
Wow.
So now go to show summary.
I knew, sometimes it's always good to go with your gut. Okay, so we were going to go to summary.
Show summary on the bottom there. Okay. And then if you scroll down, it'll show you. I don't really understand that whole thing, but like this shows you every player.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see this.
It'll probably open up another tab on you.
No, it didn't actually. That's weird that it.
Did you click show?
Yeah, I did. Oh, it did open another tab.
Yeah, it usually does.
Share this tab instead. There we go.
And then it shows all the players that did both. Jeff
George, dude. Oh,
I forgot he played for the Vikings.
Artos Pinner.
Wow.
Brandon Powell.
Wade Wilson. I know Wade Wilson. Damn.
Man. Michael Jenkins.
Oh. That's right. He played for the Vikings.
Michael Pruitt. Southern Illinois. My bad,
Luke
Mike.
Stocker.
Luke Stocker. Laquan Treadwell. He's played a lot of places. Jonathan Bullard. Wow. Henry
Dolman.
Crockett. Yeah, Chris Dolman.
Ray Edwards. Brett Favre. Yeah, I guess.
Jake Long. Wow.
Yeah, I don't think I would have gotten that.
Keith Newman, linebacker, former Bill.
So real quick, just so that I don't look like a total idiot,
Wow.
I'm gonna look up this lineman for the 49ers that I'm thinking of. That I was talking to you about. Because I'll know his name as soon as I see it. I'm just gonna look at their past drafts. And I should
What
be
does
able
this
to
mean?
find it.
By the way, average score, is that 6.6 guesses and then they're out?
I think it's 6.6 guesses. I think that's what it is.
There's no way.
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
It's not what you think.
Well, that was pretty darn good.
Let me look at drafts for the 49ers because I can't believe I'm going to. Mike Iupati. Is who I was thinking of.
Yeah.
And he didn't
play with the Eagles.
He did not. He played with almost every
Niners
team in the NFC West.
And the
Niners,
Seahawks,
Cardinals, Seahawks, and he just didn't play with the Rams. That's who I was thinking of, was Mike Iupati.
Okay. Wow.
Didn't matter. Didn't end up playing for him. But
Let's see too. I'm curious. Other receivers. Let's see if Irving Fryer, dude. Irving
Yes.
Fryer. Harold did. My bad on Harold Carmichael. He had quite a
Did he?
few. He had 5 1,000-yard receiving
That
seasons.
dude
I don't
was
know why he didn't.
6'8".
6'8". Yeah, he
Which
just
is
got inducted
nuts.
into the Hall of Fame. Tommy
Yeah.
McDonald. Some old names, some old heads definitely
I
are
tell
going
you
to get
what,
low percentages.
I saw there was one of these with the Bills for 1,000-yard receiving, and I did Albert Dubinion. It's the first name that I
Wow.
threw in there.
Nice.
That was very low.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. All right, let's do another.
Jump
Let's
right
hit
into
one
it.
here.
So you have to get out of the summary screen.
Oh,
This shows you the most popular.
Very interesting. Yeah, Jared Allen.
It's
Wow,
an
only
interesting
36.
mix, right? Because like you got Joe Montana, Jalen Rager's kind of interesting. Like I didn't think a lot of people knew about that. To be
Right?
honest with you.
Yeah.
So yeah, all you have to do is exit out of this, and
we're
then
gonna
go to
go.
previous grid up at the top. Previous
Got
grids.
it. And it's cool because it'll save your status on
Save
each of
your
them, so
score.
we can 9 out of 9. We got a 10. That's our lowest score right now. Is a 10.
That is going to be very hard to beat.
That's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, we did really well. So just
that
keep
8%. That 8% on Morton Anderson, though. You know,
I don't think we could have gotten a lower score. But here we are.
Ooh, here we go. Wow.
Okay, so let's do the same thing, right? I'm going to give you a 10-second countdown. Just pick one of the boxes and just come up with a guy you think will fit really nicely. All right, let's see what we got. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I got a decent one. What's your box?
Leonard
Smith.
Safety.
Okay.
He's got like we have a couple football cards of him. His face is always like this. He's always like mad looking in it for whatever reason. Leonard Smith. He was a hard hitter, man. Dangerous player.
My first was Sean Bryson.
Ooh, I like it for Bills Lions.
Bills Lions.
Well, let's do both.
That was my first one.
I love it. Sean Bryson. 0.9. Very nice. Let's see. Leonard.
That's got to be
Leonard.
Low. I don't even really remember Leonard Smith.
Oh, man. You remember Leonard Davis?
Yes. Absolutely.
Smith. 0.5. Very nice. He was a first-round pick.
Was he?
For the Phoenix Cardinals, yes.
Wow.
Ooh, I got one here. L.J. Shelton.
L.J. Shelton, that's very good. I would have said Derek Anderson.
Yeah, Derek Anderson.
That probably would have been.
Phil Dawson. Phil Dawson, too.
I think Drew Statton also fits in that. I don't know if he played for the Browns, but I think he might have. This feeling
You're right. I think
he might have.
What do you think's the lowest? Maybe let's go LJ.
Probably LJ Shelton, yeah.
Because he's a lineman.
I'm going with the lineman first. 110%.
LJ.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Absolutely. I like Jim Hart. Because not a lot of people know Jim Hart, but also Jake Plummer, because most people know him as a Bronco.
Right. I like Jim Hart earlier. Right. And actually, I don't know. Did Jake Plummer? He definitely had a 3,000 yards passing. David Boston was there. There's no way he can throw for 3,000 yards.
And he had 1,500 yards the one year, so I have to imagine, unless he got hurt.
But Jim Hart, that's a good name. Yeah, let's do Jim Hart. Yeah, 66 to 84. 2%. Wow. It's kind of high. I don't love that.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good, though.
Lions. Scott Mitchell.
So there's only so many here. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of guys that threw for.
There's a quarterback. He's on. Oh gosh. He's on CBS. Does college football with Brad Nessler. I can't. He played in the 80s with the Lions quarterback.
There was Eric Kramer, but I don't think he ever threw for 3,000.
Yeah, but Eric Kramer, fun fact, last starting quarterback for the Lions when they were in an NFC Championship game prior to this one.
Yeah.
Rodney Peete got hurt that season. Wow.
I know who you're talking about, I think.
Bob something. Son of a gun. This is
Yeah,
gonna kill me.
I can't remember.
I mean, Scott Mitchell's a shoe-in. We could do John Kitna. Mike McMahon and Joey Harrington never touched 3,000 there.
Nope. Nope, absolutely not.
Obviously, Jared Goff is way too easy. Matt Stafford, way too easy.
Right.
Scott Mitchell.
Yeah, I think it has to be Scott.
Scott? But I definitely know, and I can't think of his name, but I'm pretty sure he was a 3,000-yard passer. Let's see here. Scott Mitchell. Oh.
Well, there's only so many guys.
True.
So that might be the lowest.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I have one for Bills Jets. Brad Smith.
Brad Smith. That's a good name.
It's the first name that came to mind.
Jim Leonard, too.
Jim Leonard as well.
Who's Brad?
I would go with the safety, I think, actually. I don't think it's... Yeah, I mean, I know he was a better player, but, like, I don't know how many people know Jim Leonard.
True. Jim Leonhard. 0.5. Nice.
What a picture. What a picture.
Freaking interim coach for Wisconsin. Didn't end up getting hired.
That's awesome.
Unbelievable. Ooh, Lions, Browns. Could go a lot of ways here.
Yeah, I mean, that fits how many...
That's a fun name.
How many quarterbacks fit Lions, Browns that we know? Jeff Garcia, Josh McCown both fit them.
Yeah.
And then, Josh McCown was catching passes for the Lions. So
as a receiver. Yeah.
There's a linebacker I'm thinking of.
Nate Burleson? No. Right? No.
I don't think he played for the Browns.
Didn't play for the Browns, no.
There's a linebacker. I'm trying to think of Wally Rayner. Did he play for the
Brown? No way.
Or Barry Gardner?
Ross Verba.
Did Ross Verba play for both? Okay.
Oh, yeah, brother. Tax evasion. Ross Verba. Ross Verba. Gotta be.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Let's go. This is awesome. Wow. All right. Well, minus the 5% and 2%. I guess that kind of makes up for the Morton Anderson.
Hey,
last one,
anything under 5 is pretty good. It's pretty good.
Browns and
Jets.
Again,
backs, Josh McCown fits that one too.
I know.
It's crazy, dude. Ryan Fitzpatrick, or no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Incorrect. I do have one for 3,000 yards for Jets. Did Ken O'Brien throw for 3,000 yards?
Yes, he did.
Or Glenn Foley?
I don't know if Glenn did.
I don't think he did.
Ken O'Brien for sure.
Certainly did.
Ken O'Brien. Watch us get it wrong. 3.
Yeah. See, that might be the lowest for all of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
There might not be one that's point whatever.
I got a good one. David Bowens, linebacker / D end. He's on the Dolphins on
Played for the Jets?
He did.
I know he played for I remember him playing for the Browns. I remember him on Madden 06 or something on the Browns. Yeah.
David Bowens. Whoop. David. Whoop. David Whoop. David. Can't type. David Bowens. 12.
Baby. That's pretty nuts. So now scroll down. Go to those passing yards. I'm wondering if we got the lowest possible, passing
I'm curious.
Yards. It's only 6 dudes in Lions history to throw.
Yeah, let me go to the Lions first because that's really gonna kill me here.
It's only 6 dudes.
Gary Danielson.
That's
what I was thinking of. Gary Danielson.
I do remember. Joey did get 3,000.
Joey did in 2004. Wow, I didn't know that. That's hand up.
Well, that happens. We got the second lowest for that for sure. I mean, no one's getting Gary Danielson.
Scott Mitchell, dude. Him and Herman Moore, man. That was wow. What's hilarious is we're like 4 years old in 97, 2 years old in 95. Oh yeah, we remember that season.
That was such a great season.
Scott Mitchell was on the Biggest Loser, actually. He gained a ton of weight, and then he lost a bunch too. Wow, very interesting. Okay. let's see. Let's see the Jets too, because I'm curious now. Chad Pennington, Vinny Testaverde, probably.
I am gonna look up just for my own
Richard
sake.
Todd, Ian.
Wally Rayner. Richard Todd. Wally Rayner
Boomer.
played. Wally Rayner would have fit.
Oh,
Browns Alliance.
Earl Holmes too.
Yeah, I actually
Right?
thought that was. Yep. I want to see if Barry Gardner fits that now, because I think both of them fit it.
I think Barry Gardner did too. Yeah.
Oh, he didn't play for the Lions.
Barry?
He did not. He played for the Browns,
Mm.
but not the Lions. But yeah, Wally Rayner and then Earl Holmes for sure.
There's a tight end too that I'm thinking of. Not Casey Fitzsimmons. There's a tight end. Yeah.
Steve Hyden played for the Lions?
Played with the Cardinals. I don't think he played with the.
Well, you could check.
Yeah, I could. Let me see. I'm gonna go. Yeah, let's see real quick.
Steve Hyden did not play for the Cardinals.
Okay. Wow, Gary
Chargers.
Danielson would have been a fit for that one too. Jeff Driscoll. Wow. Ty Detmer. Ruben Drones. Oh.
Wow, I kind of
forgot about Figures. Jerome Harrison.
I did not realize he played for the Lions. Here you go to receiver. This is
Mike Furry, dude.
Darren
Furry.
Fells.
Darren
Michael
Fells.
Gaines played for both of them.
Michael Gaines, former Bill. Wow.
Kevin
Terrell
Johnson.
Smith, the fullback. Brian Robisky, receiver. Donovan Peoples-Jones, yeah. Dennis Northcutt.
Yep, Dennis Northcutt and Kevin Johnson.
Wow. Yeah, that's tough.
See, the more you do them, though, like the more you remember these guys, and then it gets easier each time you do one of these.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the most popular here. Okay, so look at that. Jamie Collins was 60%.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy to me because I don't actually think I would have gotten that.
Yeah, I didn't even think of Jamie Collins. Yeah.
And John Brown being that's the highest percentage other than Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
People really
Reggie
remember
Bush.
That. Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty good. All right. Let's hit another, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it. I can do one more.
Figure we do 3 a show. That'd be pretty good. I can chop this all up. It'll be fun. All right, so we got 10 and 12. So a little bit worse on this last one. Let's see if we can beat it.
I have never, like, playing this by myself, I've never gotten anything close to that. I think the lowest I've gotten is 40 something.
Let's see here.
All right, so correct me if I'm. Well, actually, no. Hold on. Let's just do this properly here. Here we go. Ready? Think of one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do you got?
Leroy Glover for the Cowboys Saints.
Yes, I like that a lot.
I feel like it should be a good percentage. A lot of people should know who Leroy Glover is. Guy had 17.5 sacks in 2002 or whatever, 2001.
So I had Aaron Brooks.
Oh, nice for Raiders
Saints Raiders.
Let's do both.
The other one that I'm trying to think of while you're typing these in, did Ickey Woods have 1,000 yards rushing?
Oh yeah,
did he?
Had to have.
Because I know he had over 10 touchdowns.
He was a touchdown guy.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't remember if he had 1,000 yards. And he only really played for like a couple seasons, and then he got those horrible, really bad injuries. Like he had some really bad ACL injuries.
Eesh.
10% is pretty good. People remember Aaron Brooks.
Yeah.
Good for them. Steelers. Well, Willie Parker. I don't know how fondly people remember Willie.
For 1,000 yards, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem with Rashard Mendenhall is now he's in the news with the
Pro Bowl
Will Compton and right. So
I do have a Saints one. Natrone Means.
Oh, with the Saints?
I believe so. Yeah.
Chargers, wasn't he?
Was he with the Chargers? Then I'm thinking of somebody else with the Saints. Is it
the Saints though? They had whatchamacallit, Rodgers. George Rodgers.
George Rodgers. That's who I'm thinking.
George Rodgers would be for sure. Yep.
That's got to be very low. Whoops. That's got to be the lowest. unless there's somebody like random.
2%. He was a Heisman winner. South Carolina.
Was he?
I think he was. I'm pretty sure.
It's pretty good.
George Rogers. Yeah.
Another Bengals guy is Cedric Benson.
Ooh, that's a good name. I feel like that. Or Ben Jarvis Green Ellis. Didn't he have 1,000?
I was just going to say Ben Jarvis. He did have 1,000, but I don't know if it was with the Bengals or if it was with the Patriots.
Oh, it's definitely Bengals.
Was it? Okay, then I would go the law firm.
Ben Jarvis. Yeah. Let's see.
I think it's Ben Jarvis is one word. Yeah, Ben Jarvis
right.
is one word. I don't know why I know that, but
look at that. Look at that. He's got a roster pick too. I love it.
He does.
Steelers.
Yeah, like I said, I know Willie.
Barry.
Barry. I know who you're talking about now.
Barry Foster. Barry Foster, right? Barry Foster.
Yeah.
Barry Foster.
I think
he definitely did.
He only played for 4 years. Is this the guy?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I knew he had like a really good season in that very short span. Barry Foster.
Let's see.
A lot of kind of high on the percentages though, honestly.
Roy Williams, the safety, play for the Bengals and the Cowboys?
Yes, he did. Good call, Ian. I feel like this is going to be high though.
Maybe
this one.
It's that one.
Ooh, 1%. All right, that was pretty good. Cowboys and Steelers.
That one's not coming to mind as easily for some reason. I've noticed too, and I'm curious if you as you do these grids, if you feel the same way. There's certain teams that I blank on, and one of them for me is the Raiders for some reason, and I get the same way with. I'm trying to think of what it is. I think it's the Chargers. Like other positions for the Chargers, it's just a total blank on me sometimes. I don't know why. Certain teams, Vikings are kind of like that for me too. I think it's because they don't have as recognizable names. They don't make a lot of splashes.
No, that's true. Yeah, that's definitely true.
The Raiders do, but they bust out, right?
Right. Yeah.
But the Chargers don't make a ton of splashes, and so you don't really. It's harder to recognize them. I was gonna say Jamarcus Russell, but he didn't end up signing with the Bengals. But I think he did try out with the Bengals.
Right.
Did Troy Hambrick play for the Bengals?
He did not.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think. Did he play for the Steelers though? Because
Troy
Cowboys Steelers, I can't remember if he did. He was with the Raiders. The Raiders and
Cowboys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what it was. Yep. And I think the Cardinals too. No. Yeah, the Cardinals too, I believe, right?
Did he?
Troy Hambrick? I think so. Yeah. I think it was the Cardinals. Yeah, Cowboys, Cardinals, Raiders, maybe.
Did Neil O'Donnell play for the Raiders?
He did not. No. Okay.
Tommy Maddox, did he play? No, he wouldn't have.
He's with the Broncos and the Steelers. Bengals, Raiders. What's his name? Reggie
Kelly?
Safety. No.
Reggie Nelson?
Reggie Nelson. That's an easy one, though.
Well, I don't know.
Maybe not. Pro Bowler, though. Eight interceptions, I think, the 1 year. He led the league in picks.
I'm thinking of a receiver in that area, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
There's a receiver coming to mind. He would have started with the Raiders.
Darius Hayward-Bay, actually.
Yeah.
You could do for the Steelers and Raiders. Darius Hayward-Bay. Should we do it?
Yeah, absolutely. He's got to be low. Darius spelled D-E.
D-E. It is D-E. You're right.
With 2 R's, I remember. Darius. He was a password of mine, I think. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, yeah. What the heck?
Maybe it is A. Well, if you type in Hayward Bay, it will absolutely pop up.
Hayward. Come on. Really?
E. It's H-E.
No, you're right.
H-E.
Sorry. Here's the problem. I have a microphone here, and then that's probably. Can you still hear me all right?
Yep.
Because I have my keyboard in front of my microphone. I'm just like this the entire time typing it. They were Bay. 18. Ooh.
Wow.
I guess he was pretty recent.
Honestly, I'm impressed that
this is not going to be one of our better ones.
Well, I'm impressed that people know him.
Yeah, that is pretty
honestly
good.
That's pretty good.
Cowboys and Steelers.
This Raiders one's tripping me up, man. I feel like there's a guy that played for the Raiders and went to the Bengals in the back half of his career.
Like a running back or a receiver?
It's a receiver. It's definitely a receiver. Who is this I'm thinking of? Johnny Morant? No. Doug Gabriel? Carlos Francis?
I love that these are the first names that come to mind, too.
The first name. Jerry Porter. Jerry Porter play for him?
No. Jerry Porter, man. He was
Teo Johnson, I think.
I think you're right.
I think Teo Johnson played for the Bengals.
I'm going with my gut.
Oh, wait a minute, though. I was just going to say.
No.
Because it only registered 3 years. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know, Jim.
The Stanford kid. You know, it was probably on one of our seasons where we like traded him or something.
Dude, I swear he played on the practice squad or something for them. Because remember the whole incident with him? He like somebody broke his foot, or like was it Bruce Gradkowski? He like broke his foot in practice.
Dude, Bruce Gradkowski
stepped on his foot and broke it.
Did Bruce play for both the Bengals and no?
Okay, so Teo Johnson did not play for the Bengals.
Who are we thinking of? We got to be thinking of someone for that. Oh, that's unfortunate. So yeah, so here we go, guys. So we said, you know, you only get 9 guesses.
Yep.
And this one's going to go down in the books as a failure.
Look, we set ourselves up because we had an amazing first one. I mean,
we wanted to go with our gut. Teo Johnson was a name.
I mean, it's going to happen. It's all right.
I see his roster picture in my head in a Bengals
Roland
uniform.
Williams. Are you thinking of Roland Williams?
Roland. I can't remember if he played for the Bengals. Any kickers or punters or?
I mean, it was Sebastian and Shane, like the whole time.
Yeah. Steelers and Cowboys, though. I mean, who could we do for that?
Did Matt McBriar play for the Steelers? The punter, the Australian punter?
No, that's a good thought. That is a good thought.
Cowboys Steelers is tough. That's a team combination that's not.
It's a weird one.
They're
not friendly.
No,
like
I can't even think of any trades between the two of them.
Right. Historically, like they just don't like each other. So I always feel like players wouldn't go from one to the other, even though that doesn't matter in players' heads for the most part.
No, not at all. It Keith did back
Rivers,
then.
Did Keith Rivers play for the Raiders? The linebacker, Keith Rivers. He was with the Bengals.
Ooh.
Ray Malaluga? No.
Keith Rivers is not a bad guess though. What about
Keith Rivers, man? I feel like that
Felix Jones. Did he play for the Steelers?
Felix Jones, Ian. Yes.
Did he play for the Steelers?
Yes, he did. Felix Jones. Yeah,
so it shoots up because so it tells you like, so hover over. Can you hover over that question mark by the rarity score? It shows you how they come up with it.
Okay. Some of the percentages plus 100 for each empty cell. Okay, so 147. So we had a 47.
Right, it's 100 because we missed one, basically.
Yeah.
That's why it jumps like that. Go back. I'm curious what Felix Jones's rarity was.
Yeah. 7.
7. What a roster pick. Wow.
Now I'm curious to know. We got to go look at the Raiders and Bengals because
I'm looking at Roland Williams right now. I'm going to go look him up.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, TJ Hushmanzada, Leon Hall, Jason Campbell, Bruce Gradkowski. Bruce Gradkowski did. AJ McCarron, Jay Schrader.
Oh, I didn't. Did you say Bruce? If you had said Bruce Gradkowski, I think I would have gone all in with you on that.
Tony Stewart was who I was thinking of. I got him and Teo Johnson mixed
Dude,
up.
and you know what? He was the one that Bruce Gradkowski broke the foot of, I think.
Really?
I think so, because it's not who I thought.
Sam Adams. Wow, Sam Adams, the D tackle. Andrew Billings.
Is Ted Washington up there?
No, not Ted Washington. Wow. Vontez Burfict. Preston Brown, linebacker. Wow. Reggie Nelson, obviously. Jabril Wilson. Marshall Newhouse. Mike Nugent. Dave Rayner, the kicker.
You know what I just realized? I've been saying Bruce Gradkowski this whole time. I was trying to say Bill Romanowski.
Oh,
that's who I was talking about, and I've been saying Bruce Gradkowski. Oh my God, I'm slandering Bruce Gradkowski for no reason. I'm talking about Bill Romanowski. He broke someone's foot in training camp. Marcus Williams, that's the tight end.
Okay.
Yeah, it was during a scrimmage, and he crushed his eye. He like punched his eye socket. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, it was Marcus Williams. He's not on Espen, but he's a tight end.
Wow,
for the Raiders.
Dude, I'm so upset. I can't believe. Sorry, guys. That's not typical. It doesn't happen often.
It doesn't.
But even the pros sometimes slip up.
Hey, stump the Schwab. The Schwab got stumped a few times.
Sure did. He sure did. Man. But this is fun, dude. Let's do more of this. I think next time around, maybe we even put like a timer on it. It's like 10 seconds, go.
We should put a timer. We should put a timer. We should set a timer for ourselves. We should just be like, all right, we get 2 minutes.
Yeah.
No thinking, just see what comes to mind and we'll just go and try to get the whole grid done in 2 minutes. See what we can come up with.
Perfect.
For
sure.
Because we could sit here all day and come up with 0.03s.
Oh, easy money.
So
yeah, I think next time we get the timer, we'll put that up in the corner somehow. I'll have Mike do it because that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then we can also have our lowest rarity score tracker, like a record. So it'd be 10, which we got on the very first one.
10, but that was untimed. So you gotta keep that in mind.
That's true. Yeah. Now moving forward, we do a couple time ones.
Yeah. We'll start with like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
5 minutes. See what we
sounds
good.
We
get from there. Yeah.
That was fun, man. Thanks for doing that. That was awesome. We got to do more of that.
Of course.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, to all that watched and stayed along with us here for the ride, obviously this is not a live show, but we appreciate comments below. If you have any other suggestions or names or players that you thought of while we were doing this, share below because we'd be curious to see what you're thinking. And as always, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. And of course, as we always say, go Bills.
Go Bills.
Hell yeah.